Welcome to the Squirrel Head YouTube channel, and this is the Champions League preview of Maribor versus Liverpool. Maribor is a team that I know nothing about, so basically just going to go off what their last 6 games has been, and obviously our last 6 games as well. And yeah, we're basically just going to go through that and hopefully sort of put some form of prediction together, and we can sort of see what's going to happen, hopefully, between us. So yeah, it's going to be the Champions League. Liverpool still haven't won a game in the Champions League yet. And obviously, we've drawn both the games that we had. I think it was against Spartak Moscow, and the other one was also against Sevilla. Now, we have scored in these games, but for Christ's sake, we just cannot seem to shut out the other team. It's just one of those things. We just can't seem to turn these results from draws into wins, which is exactly what we need to do. Because as you can see, Sevilla got a result against Maribor in their last Champions League game, a 3-0 victory, and it was pretty comfortable for Sevilla from what I remember. I only watched the highlights because obviously we were playing at the same time. So I kind of got to take that into, that could be a bit positive for us. But again, it's the Champions League, and I'm no doubt that Maribor will have some threats of their own. I don't know who their threats are, but you've also got to look at the other games that they've had. I think they played a team called Sheva, no idea. And there's a team at the bottom called Hafnarfjordur. I may have said that right. I have no idea. Look, they play in a completely different league to us. You can talk about the quality of the league all you want. At the end of the day, right now they're in the Champions League, and they're there for a reason. So we have to be wary. And it's one of those things because I don't know who we've got at the weekend. I can't remember right now. But we've just had Man United. If we've got a strong team at the weekend, like if we've got a difficult team to come up against, which at the moment every team for Liverpool is difficult to come up against, I think you'll agree if you're a Liverpool fan, then no doubt there's going to be some element of squad rotation. So it depends what type of rotation that is that I will be a fan of. I am not sure whatsoever. Now, you're also going to see, since the win against Leicester that we had, we drew against Moscow, we drew against Newcastle, and we drew against Man United. The last loss we had was against Leicester in the Cup. And that was the last one that we had some major rotation in. Now, it depends as well what Jurgen Klopp depends on what he's going to do in terms of stuff like goalkeeping, defending, all that sort of business. Is he going to do whole-scale changes, or is he just going to make a couple of changes? In my opinion, I would go with just a couple of changes. Most likely he'll make some wholesale changes, though. I just think that's what's going to happen. I think you'll obviously see Karius in goal, which I'm not a fan of at all. I think, why not just stick Mignolet in there? He had a decent enough game against Man United. It was solid. Nothing spectacular, but he was solid. And I'd take that every day of the week over Karius right now. I really would. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back, I would, unless he's injured. I imagine you'll probably see Klavan come into the defence here. Not sure. Maybe you'll see either Gomez and Klavan partner, or you'll see Matip and Klavan partner, because Gomez played at the weekend and got man of the match as well. Let's not forget that. He got man of the match in a game against Man United. That's decent. That's decent for someone of his age. Moreno is confirmed to go over as well. I can't remember seeing whether Andrew Robertson is going to be going over to the Champions League game as well. I would like to see Robertson coming in. I really would. I want to see what he can do. I just want to see the guy get more games to actually show what he can do. Don't get me wrong, Moreno is improving, and he's starting to not prove people wrong, but he's actually just starting to turn his performances a little bit better. So he actually looks like he's improving as a player, which is good, which is what we always wanted. Look, I still would prefer to have Moreno as an attacking outlet. I just would. That's just how I feel. But if we're going to do it like this, fine. He can play left back. I just want Robertson to actually get a shot in a big game. Give him a shot, and let's see what happens. And you might not think this is a big game, but this is a big game for Liverpool. We haven't won in the Champions League yet, and I don't care who the opposition is. Whether their division is, their league, I should say, whether their league is of, low quality or not. Right now they're in the competition. We have to take it seriously. We have to go there with a view to win. Not win comfortably necessarily, but we have to win. I don't care how we win. Whether it's a 1-0 victory or we win 5-4. I don't care. As long as we win. That's all I care about. So taking care of obviously the defence and the goalkeeping situation there. Midfield. Midfield's an iffy area for us right now because it's not the most creative area of all time, and it may not be for a little while. Obviously, we've got Sadio Mane missing off the left wing, so Coutinho seems to be taking up that spot like he did against Man United. Now, whether he will in the Champions League game or not, whether he features in the Champions League game or not, is probably a bigger question, depending on who we've got at the weekend. I really can't remember. In fact, you know what? I might just have a quick look right now, just because I really want to know. I really do want to know. So just bear with us a second. And I'm just going to hopefully find out who we're playing at the weekend so I can actually accurately talk about what's going on. So we've got Maribor, Tottenham. Holy crap. Alright. So yeah, we've got Tottenham at the weekend. So I can imagine that maybe you're not going to see, maybe Coutinho from the bench or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. Is this going to be a game where you could bring in someone like Markovic? Maybe. I don't know. I can imagine maybe seeing Marko Grujic getting a shot in this game. Who else could we have in midfield? Maybe James Milner could come in for Henderson. Wijnaldum had a good game. He could play in there as well. We're still missing Adam Lallana. Firmino could drop into that midfield as well. I would prefer that, to be honest, than him playing as a striker. There's a fair few options that we do have at midfield, but it's about getting that creative balance and the steel in midfield as well. You could also see possibly Emre Can in there, but I don't know. It's a difficult one to predict. So I definitely think you might see... That's a really weird sentence. I definitely think you might see... I think you'll see Grujic in there. I wouldn't be surprised if Milner's in there because he hasn't been getting a great deal of game time lately. And then who else could you possibly put in there? I don't know. Maybe a younger guy? Not sure. It's a difficult one to predict. I would like someone like Firmino or Coutinho to be in that, the attacking outlet of that midfield, but I'm just not sure. I really don't know. Maybe you guys can help me out in the comments below because I'm just not sure right now. What I would like to be sure of, though, is the front line. I would like to say that Salah's going to play, but I don't know now. Obviously, with us facing Tottenham at the weekend, yeah, I don't know if he's going to play. I really don't know if he's going to play, and if not, that's going to be a shame. It really will be a shame. I think you might see Solanke come in here. I would like to see Solanke come in and play. I don't want to see us go with Sturridge. I don't. Nothing against Sturridge personally. I just don't want to see us giving Sturridge more and more chances for him just to not score. I just don't. I know what people might say is like, oh, but if he keeps getting chances, he'll get in the right areas and he'll start scoring just like Liverpool will be. It's like, yeah, but it's tried and done. Give the young lad a go. Because Sturridge is still, he's not the youngest guy anymore, and he's not the oldest either, don't get me wrong, but Solanke, for me, has got that hunger and desire to actually want to impact the game. I'm not saying that Sturridge doesn't agree, but he doesn't have it in that amount, I don't think. Sturridge has got the ability to play well in the game, and he does. He plays all right. He doesn't play badly, he just plays all right. He's not amazing and outstanding like he used to be, but he's just kind of all right. He's midline. And that's not what we need right now. We need the victory in the Champions League. We need a win in this Champions League group stage. That's what we need. It could be a risk going with Dominic Solanke, but I would rather us take a risk like that than just going with tried and tested, oh, we're going to get a draw again. Hey, no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Because if we draw this game, it's just going to make it harder for the rest of the group games that we've got for us to even try and progress. That's all it comes down to. We need to progress out of the groups. Let's take a chance. Give the young lad a go. That's all I'm saying. That's literally all I'm saying. Is just give the guy a go. Why not? I would love to see Markovic or someone like that come into this team. Just to give the guy a go as well. Similar sort of thing to Solanke. Markovic is still a young guy. He's got pace. He does have good feet. Alright, he doesn't have the best, end product. But neither do Liverpool right now. So we don't have any other options either, to be honest with you. Yeah, we could bring in people like Ben Woodburn or something like that. But that's a young lad as well. That's a really young lad. And he's a damn good player. But that's a really young guy. Pressure to put on a young guy in a Champions League game. I don't know. It's really difficult to predict this starting lineup, and I haven't done a good job of it, and I do realise that. But I think also looking ahead to Tottenham, this is probably where you'll see. Karius coming in, Klavan coming into the defence. Gomez might play in centre-back and Trent Alexander-Arnold might play right-back so that Matip can play at the weekend fresh as a daisy. I don't know. It's really difficult to predict. We should win this game. And I'm not saying that just to be arrogant. We should win this game because we need to win the game. And that need to win the game should flow through the players. They know that we need to win a game. Whether it's 1-0 or we smash a team, whatever, that's what we need to be doing. I would like to see us starting some of our first team players, but with Tottenham at the weekend, it's going to be difficult. So I really don't know how this is going to go. As long as we don't lose, I'm all right with that. As long as we, if it's a competitive draw, Liverpool aren't looking too great, then are they? We've just had a pretty, it's a drab draw against Man United. It's not the best draw of all time, but we showed that we can defend and we showed that we can attack. We just haven't been able to finish. I say put that finisher on the pitch. That for me would be Dominic Solanke. Give the guy just give him a shot. That is all I'm saying. Anyway, that is it. I don't really have a score prediction. I'm hoping for the Liverpool win. I really do. I would love us to win like 2-0, 3-1, something like that. I really would. I do reckon we'll concede because we just concede normally. Clean sheet against Man United, well, that was just one of those things, innit? But anyway, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. I hope it's not too negative. I am looking forward to the game. We need to win. Come on, let's get a win. And then we can go to the Tottenham game and we can go with some positivity. How about that? I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new around here. Thanks ever so much for watching, as always, and I will catch you later.